When listing a house, most realtors tell their clients to declutter. Well, I don't like the word declutter because most clients find that a bit insulting. I know I did. Before I became a real estate agent, I had a realtor whose own house was so cluttered it gave me sensory overload. Tell me that I needed to put away all the clutter. Well, my style is pretty minimalistic, and I found that advice to be actually quite rude. The advice to declutter insinuates to my seller that their house is cluttered. And even if it is cluttered, most homeowners do not recognize their personal belongings as clutter. So I always tell my clients to depersonalize. I use the word depersonalize because it's more palatable. It helps me explain that anything a potential buyer looks at other than the house itself is a distraction to them. Any moment the buyer is not looking at the house is a moment wasted. The seller may have beautiful china or expensive collector knickknacks displayed, but if the buyer spends time looking at these items, they are not looking at the house. I tell them to put everything away until their house looks empty, and then put more away. The other reason I like the word depersonalize is that it speaks to the most important and oftentimes the most difficult thing a seller can do. Homeowners often have strong emotional ties to their homes, and perhaps they worked extremely hard to get the funds for their down payment, or perhaps their first child was born while living there. These things can create very emotionally charged feelings about the home. It's often difficult for sellers to understand that buyers coming in to look at their home do not have any love or attachment for their house yet. So my number one piece of advice for sellers is to do their very best to emotionally detach from the house. I use the process of depersonalizing as a tool of detachment. Once they put their home on the market, they can no longer look at it as their home. It is a structure in which they currently live and nothing more. Successfully detaching early on can make the entire process of negotiating a fair deal and selling their property much easier and much less stressful. I'm Kenda with Finn Real Estate Group, and I would love to sell your home. It's still a seller's market, but we are seeing some slowdown, so do not wait. Message me and we can discuss the current value of your property. Thanks so much for watching.